Boker Tov, Yom Tov, Zoharim Tovim, and Laila Tov. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, and good evening. No matter where you are at, this is Carrie, and I am going to speak from my heart today. I had a question from a friend, a mutual friend of ours, as she's been enjoying this journey, going through the teachings that we are sharing. But she had a really good question, and I wanted to share it with you. She was asking, how do we walk this out in our everyday lives, seeing so much potential in our loved ones and desiring to share in that unconditional love without getting ahead of what others may not be ready to hear and understand yet? That is a fantastic question. It's about us becoming. And when I say that, I mean in our process of allowing this information to change us from the inside out, will manifest outwardly, so that others that are around us will begin to see a difference in us, because our frequency will change. The way we see things, the way we express things, the way we do things is going to be noticeably different. And it is in that place that we have the authority to share, if asked. And that is the key point. And this is something that I had to learn. When I was very zealous in my younger years, I literally thought it was my job to save the world. That every person was walking in the wrong direction and I had the answers and I needed to share with them what they needed to be doing, because if they didn't, they were going to be doomed. And I kind of chuckle about that now, because I look back and it seems so far removed from what I am walking in today. But what I learned from that was that everyone is on their own journey and also in their own timing. As we progress, they too progress. And as we change, they too change. So the only thing that we can do in a situation like this, in the question that was asked, is that we need to become unconditional love within ourselves, meaning we need to love ourselves unconditionally. In the process of that, it should change us significantly enough that they will ask questions. And if they don't, the only other option that you have is in conversation with people. If the Spirit is leading you to direct a conversation in such a way to plant seeds, that's one thing. But it is not up to us to be able to share things without a direction if it's coming from our ego. And so if there is a feeling of anxiousness when we are speaking to our loved ones and our friends, that is not coming from the position of love. That is coming from our beast ego. That is wanting to control the situation because it's based upon fear. We are eternal beings, so there's nothing that we really should be fearing here, as there is nothing that they can do to us because we are eternal. And when we comprehend that we are energetic beings, the first law in thermodynamics says that energy cannot be created or destroyed, it is merely transferred. Then we know that they really can't take anything away from us. Because if we view it from a taking or a losing position, then once again that's in the beast ego fear nature. So in regards to our family, we just wait. We do the work within us. We are led by the Spirit in our conversations with them. And ultimately, our job is to become and to display what unconditional love is like, to give them the safety in the room to be able to discover it on their own. And I will tell you that as your frequency shifts and changes, due to this process, it will be noticeable, which brings me up to the second point. I was having another conversation with one of our subscribers who I have really come to love, as he's been willing to challenge a lot of the Christian narratives that he has been indoctrinated with. And we were discussing change, and I just wanted to share something that he wrote, because I loved it. And it goes directly with what this question was asked about, being able to share this with others that may not be ready to hear and understand yet. And the response was, if you only knew the half of it, Carrie, I think I've been viewing your videos for only about 3 or 4 weeks now. And not only does my wife say that she can recognize a large difference in my demeanor, but I recognize a change in me. It's not that I was bad or a wicked person before discovering your channel, but it's soul-changing to the very core. To tell you the truth, I have trouble finding words to describe what is happening to me. I say this in a good way, and I don't want it to stop because I know I have a way more distance to go. So I wanted to share that because it really is true. They will notice the difference. You will notice the difference within you, and they will definitely notice it as it manifests externally. And the last thing I wanted to share is I had a visitor to our channel. I'm not sure if this person is subscribed or not, but she saw a video when I was talking about, it was either the beast being revealed or the 2 witnesses. I'm not sure right off the top of my head. But this video was produced in September of 2020, and much has happened to me since then. And this individual was saying that she could sense anger or fear in my voice when I was presenting this information. I had a huge experience take place within me 1 month later. That was such a profound shift that I haven't been the same since. I am only sharing this with you because for those of you who are newer to this channel, if you go back into previous teachings from months back, starting in the beginning in May, you may see a change that has occurred, and that's a good thing. I had a momentary thought of maybe deleting that video because of it, but then I decided not to, because this is a progression in my personal becoming, as all of you are in the process of becoming as well. And it's good to be able to see where we have come from, to see where we are at right now and where we are headed to. I no longer am in that place of having anger or fear, because I have touched, seen, and felt what unconditional love is. And for most of my day, that is where I find myself, in that center place, in that 0 point energy, where I've been able to bring everything into the oneness field. And there really is no going back. Occasionally there are moments of growth opportunities that I still experience. But I just wanted to clarify that, because I am never going to say that I have arrived anywhere. I just simply am where I am right now in the moment. And that is where I choose to see all of you, right where you are in your moment, as we continue to journey this together. So thank you for your comments. Thank you for bringing these things forward so that I can take a look and continue to audit my own self and work on the things as an inside job so that we can be a better representation of the work and the process of which these letters of light and love are doing within each one of us. Shalom, shalom, and namaste.